All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, Wahar Chakwadash, with Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai, that's whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, it's his true name. And the Chakwadash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures. And salutations to all the brothers out there who are pushing his word in all truth and in all sincerity. That is the Holy Spirit. All right. And as you can see in the title, remember Lot's wife. All right. What's there to go back to? All right. And, it was just something that I was thinking about as of recent. Okay. Because, you have certain situations that occur in this truth where you have particular men, they get weak and they fall out and they head back into the world. And, what's there? All right. And I'll say this, and I'm talking about men that have been around for years. Okay. 5, 10, 15 years, etc. Right. They put in all this time and they go back into the world. And what's there? What did you miss out on? Okay. Look, all the women that you're going to meet are, have been with other men, especially the modern day woman now, man. These women, man, they be having 100 bodies plus, by the time they're 25, all right, 20 years old, whatever. Okay. Your food is polluted, the air is polluted. Okay. Esau still looks at you as a nigga or a spick. Okay. All right. Hey, you're still going to have baby mama drama. All right. And so on and so forth. Okay. All these things are going to happen. You're still going to be subject to payments. You're still going to have a boss. All right. So you decided to, drop the plow and go back into this world for what? But I get it, man. This world offers, something for you. Okay. Whether it be, pride, all right, notoriety, money, women, etc. There's something in this world that captivated those that fall out. Okay, but I'll say this, as the scriptures say, remember Lot's wife. Okay, let's get that. That's book of Luke chapter 20, or Luke chapter 17. All right, I believe it's the 22nd verse, if I'm not mistaken. Start off with that. This is Luke chapter 17. And let's start it. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, that was John. Give me 1 second, excuse me. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. And what happened to Lot's wife? Hey, she turned back, all right? And she turned into a pillar of salt. She did not get salvation. And she was this close. That's how scary that is. She was literally out of the city. She was, on her way to salvation, man. But she decided to look back. Hey, like these guys out here, okay, that come into this truth. They're in it. They're laboring. They got the breakdowns, right? They're amongst the brethren. They're this close to salvation. But they decide to turn around and look back. Okay? And now they're just through. See, look, every guy that decides to drop the plow, they are in the worst case scenario ever, okay? They either become obsessed with GMS, every video they do is concerning us. If it's not that, next thing you know, they're on drugs, partying, smoking again, okay? If it's not that, then they're wrapped up with family life, okay? With their wife, and their children, worrying about that house and that white picket fence, just completely done, man. Okay? And look, see, all those things, man, they're good. Look, man, this world's about to be destroyed. It's about to be destroyed, man. You think that this place has something better to offer you than Yahweh Bashem Shai? Look, you're out of your goddamn mind if you believe that. Okay? This place has nothing to offer us. You know? Hey, look, these scriptures are our comforter. Hey, this is the way. This is the truth. This is the light. This is our daily bread. Okay? Hey, this is where the living waters is at. Not this place. This place, it has nothing, man. Okay? You know? But let me keep reading. It says in Luke 17:33 now, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So if you're trying to save your life in this world, you're gonna lose your life. The Lord is gonna put you to death, man. And you see a lot of guys out there, they're trying to save their life in this society. Okay? Hey, they miss being away from their kids. They hate not having money. Okay, just a side note. Look, man, you can get money in this truth, man. All right? But see, what happens is the reason why the Lord doesn't give a lot of you guys money is because you can't handle it. You get some money and you'll lose your damn marbles, man. So that's why you don't have money, man. It's not, meant for you on this side. Okay? The point being, though, is guys get tired of that. They hate having to, lose their Saturdays, man, so to speak, because they got to go to camp. All right? They don't want to go to class because they got to, go straight from work to class. They hate that. Okay? So that's what makes them want to drop the plow. So, hey, if you're trying to find your life in this place, the Lord's going to kill you, man. All right? As it says here, whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So those that lose their life on this side, okay, meaning in this world, they're going to preserve their life. So when all hell breaks loose, you're going to be good, man. All right? Because look, the Lord's going to remember your works and your labor of love, all right? He's going to remember the righteous sacrifices that you've done, okay? You staying up to read that, extra chapter, all right? You on the phone, breaking bread with brothers, all right? You going to classes, you going out there, teaching and preaching, all right? The Lord's going to remember those things, so on and so forth. And when all hell breaks loose, you're going to be protected, okay? Unlike these guys that drop the plow. You think they're going to be protected? Hell no, man. They are not going to be protected in that day. They're going to have to deal with that great judgment. They're going to be beaten with many stripes, as the scriptures say. They are not, and I'll say this, those that drop the plow and go back into this world, they are going to get the most horrific judgments out of all these Israelites, man. Okay? You knew the Lord's will and you did it not. So you're going to be beaten with many stripes. All right? But let me get this in the book of Sirach, the second chapter. This is Sirach chapter 2. And I'm going to start at 12. This is Sirach 2 and 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and a sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore he shall not be defended. And look, if you're faint-hearted, you don't want to put this work in, okay? The Lord is not going to defend you. And it's ultimately because you didn't believe, you didn't have faith, okay? See, these people's faith is in this world, which is ran by Esau. That's where their faith is at, And it's funny because these guys, they believe that they're going to get that paycheck, every 2 weeks. They have faith in, in a woman. They'll have, faith in basically this world, man. Building up generational wealth. Instead of having faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? The one that's the creator of all things. The one that gives you everything. But see, you know what it is? These guys, they get upset that the Lord doesn't operate on their time. Because you got to remember, we operate on Yahweh Shema Shai's time. Okay? And with that being said, the Lord doesn't give us things right away. Hey, as the scriptures say in the book of Sirach, the Lord gives every needful thing in due season. Okay? The Lord's going to give you these necessities at the right time, okay? But see, for Jake, they don't want to wait. They want it now, okay? They need it, as we say in Chicago, it's an old school commercial. It's my money, and I want it now, okay? That's the spirit that they're in, which is the spirit of Esau, okay? And the Lord ain't dealing with that. The Lord can't stand somebody that's impatient, okay? And even a man in this world will dislike somebody that's impatient. Imagine you're cooking food, man, and somebody's keeps coming into the kitchen asking you if the food's ready. Like, look, buddy, I'll tell you when it's done. All right? Well, let's keep reading. This is Sirach 2:14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? See, there's going to be great destruction unto those that have lost patience, okay? And look, there's going to be a lot of guys that lose patience because, look, you got to remember, brothers, as the scriptures say, many are called, few are chosen. There's a lot of guys that are called into this thing. And some of those guys are actually going to last for a time period. That goes into the parable of the sower, right? You have some that were thrown by the way, some seed thrown by the wayside, some seed that was sown in the stony ground, okay. Some in the good ground, right? And it says in the I believe in the stony ground, it talks about how they're gonna endure for a season until that persecution comes. All right, the cares of this life chokes them out. You see. And I'll say this, these are guys you may have an affinity for, that you may have a lot of love for, okay? That you're out there preaching and teaching for years. 5, 10 years, 15 years. All of a sudden, they just drop out, and you're like, what the hell just happened? But look, in their mind, they weren't fully persuaded, as the scriptures say. The scriptures say what? You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind, right? Okay? See, they weren't fully persuaded. And 2, they had a seed in their mind already of leaving. See, these things don't come overnight. This is something that's planted in their mind, okay, and that tree starts growing, and eventually they basically fulfill those deeds, man, of actually leaving. Then, okay, but like I said, those things aren't overnight. That's something that they contemplate about for some time. But see, at the end of the day, though, as it said there, what? Therefore shall he not be, Salaki. And it says, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? And see, these guys, they're not going to have a game plan. They're going to be completely through. All right? The Lord is going to pull their card and beat them with many stripes. Okay? Beat them with many stripes. And I'm telling you, they're going to have horrific judgments. Okay? And as the elder brother out here in Yawana says, man, all right, these guys who are of the circumcision, okay, and they fell out, or they were just being false prophets and demons, they are the worst of the 2/3. And that's because they actually know the Lord's will, they know the scriptures, all right, but they use it for their personal agenda, okay. So Lord, he's not taking that lightly. Okay? But going back to this whole situation in this place, or about the lesson, look, this place, all right, is eventually going to fall, man. So what's their turning back to? Okay? Look, this world, as it says, what? Is going to bypass away? You got to have that in your mind at all times. Okay? That, look, at some point, the Lord is going to, annihilate this world. Okay? So what is the point of investing in it? Now, there's nothing wrong with, okay, getting a job, possibly, starting a business, getting a promotion, basically taking care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. If you end up having, a woman, you end up having some kids, so be it, man. Handle business. But always have in your mind that, look, these things can be taken away from you at any moment. All right? But let me get this. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, For the fashion of this world passeth away. You see, the fashion of this world is passing away, man. Okay? You know, and we see it. We see it. Look, man. Homelessness is at an all-time high. Drug addicts are at an all-time high. Suicide is at an all-time high. This place is through. There is no mirth in this place. No one... First off, the music is terrible. The performances are terrible. Half the time, you can't even go to a damn event anymore because somehow people are... Which I believe, this is just my, personal opinion. A lot of this stuff is, a bunch of psyops and all that. But I'll say this. Point being, though, is a lot of these events and, these festivals and, these concerts, etc., right? You can't even go to them because somebody's bringing a gun starting to shoot people. Okay? People getting stabbed. Hey, you may have an artist performing and if somebody throws a goddamn, bottle at their head. You know what I'm saying? This is literally what's happening, when you go to these things. Then all of a sudden, that artist may just cancel the show, may just stop performing right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point of even going to these things? This place is through, man. All right? This place is through. And brothers who are a little bit older, who are, 30s and above, especially brothers who are 40s and 50s, they've seen the decline of this place. For brothers who are a little bit younger in their, 20s and in their teens, you kind of grew up where America was just falling apart. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get to see it, when it was good out here. The 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s were good. Even maybe early 2000s. But hey, man, after really, 9/11, and especially when that '08 economic crash hit, this place, it hasn't been the same. It's done. And then now, after the CV-19 situation, we've seen the fall of this society. So what's the point of going back to this? There's nothing here. This is the worst time to go back into the world. Okay, there's less and less opportunities in this place, and now you're trying to make it in a world that's crumbling. You're out of your goddamn mind. You're a fucking idiot. To be honest, you're a fucking idiot. Should have done that, 5-10 years ago when you had an opportunity to make some bread. But see, guys, they just want to drop the plow because really they're lazy. And I was just talking to the elder brother Shakari about the slothfulness. In our conversation, we touched on that. A lot of guys are just really slothful and have no goddamn discipline. That's why they end up, falling out. That's why they end up making excuses. Have some damn control over your flesh. Granted, are you going to win every time? No. But still, you got to put up a fight, man. All right? But let me get this in this Peter. Okay? This is 2 Peter chapter 3. And I'm going to start at 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. All right, which you have a lot of guys, they believe the Lord isn't coming back because it's not on their time frame. So they think he's slack when he's really not. The Lord's making moves, man. You got to remember, I always say this, the heavenly time frame is way different than yours. Okay? 1,000 years to us is one day to the Lord. Remember that. All right? So, you're just upset because the Lord isn't moving quick enough for you. The Lord doesn't have to do a goddamn thing for you. I keep reading. But it is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heaven shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And look, everything's going to get burnt up at the end of the day, man. Okay? Everything's going to get burnt up in this place, America. All right? Well, what do you think they're making missiles for? What? They're just going to sit in a museum, all right, to the end of time? Or they're going to... Eventually, there's going to be world peace. You You got E and his crew, just shake hands and say, let's have a truce. Let's have world peace. All right, we're gonna shoot the missiles off into space, and they're gonna blow up in space, and we'll be good. Oh, that ain't gonna happen, man. The Lord had these missiles, all right, created, so the destruction could come, man. And nothing's gonna escape that judgment, man, except the elect. That's it. Look, man, your house isn't coming with us on the chariots. Your damn business isn't coming. Hey, your wicked mom, dad, woman isn't gonna come. Okay, look, your damn body isn't even gonna get on them chariots. You're gonna have to be changed, man. See, a lot of you guys are just fucking stupid, man. Are just stupid. Hey, but you know what? It is what it is. Look, if that's your lot, that's your lot. Hey, but this is just a reminder for the brothers who are in this truth. There is nothing, all right, in this world for us. Micah 2:10 says what? This place is polluted. This place is trash, man. And like I just said, the Lord ain't gonna, save the majority of the people and also He's not gonna He's not gonna save your house and your business. That's gone, man. Hey, we're looking for a new heavens and a new earth, man. That's what we're focused on. Okay? You see? But let me keep reading. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? In all holy conversation and godliness. And that's the spirit that you got to be in, okay? All right? Since you know these things are going to occur, what spirit do you need to be in? You have to have a separate conduct, because that word holy goes into being separated, and that word conversation goes into your conduct, anastrophe in the Greek. All right? You have to have a spirit, a separate type of conduct from the rest of this world. This, first off, Yahweh Shemal Shai should know that you're completely different from this world. That's one. Two, the brotherhood should know that. And then three, these people even in the world should know, there's something different about that guy. I can't put my finger on it, but man, he's not like the rest of these people out here. You see? It should be evident that you're different. It shouldn't even be a question. Okay? And then with that being said too, not even just your conduct, your mind, man. Dude, you should be, thinking about the future. You should be thinking, about the kingdom, not setting up setting up shop in this place. This place is through. It's done. It is literally done, man. We're just, playing everything out right now. All right? We're just waiting for the Lord to make His return. It's not if it's going to happen, it's just when. That's it. So why are you, entangling yourself with the affairs of this life? Okay? This place is straight trash. Like I said, what are you going to go back to? A fucking baby mama drama? A used up whore? What, you're still, hey, like I said earlier, in Esau's eyes and the rest of this world, you're still a nigger or spick. Alright? That's the reality of it. You're not running away from the curses, man, just because you want to, drop the plow and walk away from the truth. You ain't running away from these curses. Alright? It's going to be this stuff is going to be on your ass until the Lord comes back, man. Alright? So there is nothing to go back to. Damn fool. And then look, I got some people in the world. Look, man, these people are going to turn on you, man. When all hell breaks loose, they're going to turn on you. Like they're going to report you to the authorities, okay? They're going to even if they don't do that, what's going to eventually happen? There's going to be no food out here. There's going to be no water. So what's going to come from that? People trying to steal from you and kill you for your resources. So you can't trust these people. You know, they're animals. They're not. Hey, the Joker even talked about it in the Dark Knight. He said, well, let's see how civilized these people are, man. You know? And he talked about how they're going to eat each other. They're not civilized. These people are through. They have no faith. They're worried about their own belly. Okay? See? But let me keep reading. This is 2 Peter chapter 3. I'll read 11 again. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord. And this is what you should be doing. You should be looking forward that the Lord is coming back to save you out of this mess. Okay? And you should be hastening it. Meaning you should just be, wanting it. You know? Looking forward to it. Alright? Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens, meaning a new rulership, and a new earth, meaning a refreshed earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's what we're looking forward to. Okay? Alright? A righteous kingdom. Alright? In an earth that's purified and that's not tainted. Because this world's all messed up, like physically speaking. Okay? There's garbage everywhere. There's pollution in the ocean. Pollution in the air. It's disgusting out here. Ecosystems getting destroyed left and right because of Esau. The heathens and the 2/3. This place, man, we need a change, man. But the only way for us to get these things is if we continue to suffer righteously, okay, and be patient. And that's the main thing. Lord willing, maybe I'll do another lesson because I only got so much time right now. But Lord willing, I might do a lesson about having patience. And I was talking about that with the elder brother Shakaria, man, on the phone earlier before I started this lesson. Jake has to learn how to just wait. Okay, but you know what the Lord's doing? Like how he said. He said, hey, you know how to get rid of a nigga? And he's like, look, you make him wait. And then he used a little similitude, all right, talking about how, back in the day, all right, you'd always have that, one guy that was in the neighborhood that was always trying to bum, some squares, bum a drink, bum a smoke, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Trying to hit the blunt, right? He'd always come around, talk some shit, crack a corny joke or two, right? Just waiting for something to pop off. But if you sat there and just, didn't, bring out that blunt, didn't bring out that drink, eventually what would happen? And he'll walk away. All right? And that's what the Lord's doing spiritually. He's making the undesirables wait, okay? So they can fall out. So now he's justified in destroying them, man. Okay? Same thing he did. I'll say this. The Lord's doing the same thing he did to Israel when we were in the desert. We're spiritually in the desert right now, too. We're not in the homeland, okay? Because you got to remember this, spiritually speaking. We've already left Egypt, so to speak, right? Because what does it say in John 8:32? Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. We're spiritually, we've left, man. We've left this place, right? Now we're in the wilderness. We're walking around. We're walking around in this desert, and the Lord's testing us. He's testing us to see who's worthy to enter into the promised land right now. And see, what's being revealed is a lot of guys, they're not really worthy to enter into the promised land. So they're getting picked off one by one. All right? That's what's literally is happening right now. Okay? Like I said, we're spiritually, out here, still wandering in that desert. Until finally the Lord said, all right, enough's enough. you could come in. You could come back home. You're back in the house now, so to speak. Okay? Remember, hey, we're that wife that got kicked out. We're waiting for our husband to bring us back in. You know, we got to wait on his terms, man, not ours. You see? But, you know, that's basically it, you know. Got to get out of here. Actually, got to go pick up my kids. But, you know, that's pretty much it. You know, hopefully whoever was listening was edified by this lesson. And, you know, with that, you know, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone, and salutation to all you brothers out there. Shalom and a Baba Ball.